The Nourishment Within. A pregnancy journey fueled by a balanced diet. The morning light filtered softly through the kitchen window as Emma stood still, holding a pregnancy test in trembling hands. 2 pink lines. A tiny sign, yet monumental. In that instant, her world shifted. A quiet, filled her chesky, was no longer alone. Life was beginning inside her. In the days that followed, Emma found herself searching for answers. Every book, every article, every conversation seemed to echo one foundational truth. Balanced diet for pregnant women, simple words, yet profound. But what did it truly mean to eat balanced? When creating a human life, Emma scribbled the phrase on a sticky note and placed it on her refrigerator. It became her new mantra, promised to nourish, protect, and grow. Chapter 1. Eating with Intention. Her first prenatal appointment was warm and reassuring. The doctor's advice was clear and empowering. Prioritize a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and pasteurized dairy products. Emma nodded, determined. This wasn't just about eating well, it was about creating a sacred environment for her baby to thrive. She began her transformation at the local farmer's market. Strawberries glistened like rubies. Leafy greens practically hummed with vitality. Emma filled her basket with color-sweet potatoes, blueberries, carrots, avocados. She switched white rice for quinoa, white bread for whole grain toast, and discovered new favorites like roasted chickpeas and creamy Greek yogurt topped with Her kitchen became her sanctuary, and every meal felt like a love letter to the life growing within her. Chapter 2. Cravings and Caution. As her first trimester unfolded, so did the cravings, unexpected and hilarious. One night, it was pickle slices dipped in almond butter. The next, she dreamt of chocolate croissants floating in the sky. But even through the cravings, Emma remembered the caution her doctor had given her. Avoid raw or undercooked foods. Gone were the days of sushi nights and rare steak indulgences. She said goodbye to soft cheeses like brie and camembert, knowing they could harbor harmful bacteria. Her beloved runny eggs were traded for firm, golden yolks. Every decision, every substitution, was guided by a quiet voice in her mind. Safety first, love first. She didn't see it as restriction. Was protection, a mother's first instinct, already in bloom. Chapter 3. Fueling to souls. By the second trimester, Emma's energy returned like a gentle wave. She felt her body bloom, curves rounding, heartbeat echoing alongside another. The bond between them depended not just through touch or thought, but through food. She crafted nourishing meals with care. Steel-cut oats with cinnamon and apple slices in the morning. Vibrant salads with kale, grilled chicken, and sunflower seeds at lunch. Hearty stews of lentils and carrots in the evening. Pasteurized dairy products became her reliable allies. Calcium-rich milk, smooth ricotta, probiotic yogurt. She understood now how these foods weren't just feeding her, they were building her baby's bones, brain, and future. Each bite was no longer just fuel, it was formation. Chapter 4. Balance, not perfection. Still, there were days when Emma fought. Mornings when nausea refused to leave. Afternoons when exhaustion made cooking impossible. Evenings when she longed for a greasy burger instead of a nutrient-packed bowl. But Emma learned grace. A balanced diet, she realized, wasn't about flawless choices, it was about consistent intention. When she slipped, she simply returned to center. A nourishing smoothie after a restless night. A handful of almonds in place of chips. Gentle, doable choices. She drank water with slices of lemon, nibbled on dried apricots during walks, and kept whole grain crackers at her bedside for midnight hunger. She'll let go of perfectionism and embraced mindfulness instead. Chapter 5. A deeper connection. As her belly grew, so did her awareness. Emma began to understand that food was more than nutrition, it was communication. Her choices whispered messages of love, of safety, of care. She imagined her daughter someday eating strawberries from her hands, helping her stir pancake batter, picking basil from the windowsill garden. They'd grow together. This wasn't just about pregnancy. It was about legacy. She wanted her child to inherit not just strong bones and a healthy heart, but also the joy of real food, the comfort of the kitchen, and the art of nourishing both body and soul. Pregnancy was teaching Emma to mother herself, so she could mother another. Chapter 6. Preparing for the fourth trimester. In her final trimester, Emma entered what she called her nesting and nourishing phase. She prepped meals for the days after birth: stews filled with lentils and root vegetables, whole grain muffins with blueberries, Homemade granola rich with nuts and seeds? She filled her freezer with soups, lasagnas made with zucchini and ricotta, and batches of oatmeal cookies sweetened with dates. These weren't just meals, they were future moments of peace, little love notes from her pregnant self to her postpartum self. She also attended a prenatal nutrition class, learning how her needs would shift once breastfeeding began. Iron, calcium, and hydration remained vital, but so did gentleness and rest. Chapter 7. The birth of a new life. When her daughter arrived, everything slowed. Time became syrupy and surreal, but through the haze of love and sleepless nights, Emma felt grounded by something real. She had nourished this child before ever holding her, and now, skin to skin, she fed her again, this time with her body, her breath, her everything. She remembered the fruits, the whole grains, the yogurt, the leafy greens, the times she made the harder choice, the nights she cooked when she only wanted to curl up and cry. It had all been worth it. Her baby girl was healthy, alert, full of life, and Emma, though exhausted, was strong. Epilogue. The quiet power of food and love. Years later, when her daughter would ask, "Mama, what did you eat when I was inside you?" Emma would smile and tell her about it all. The blueberries, the broccoli, the oat-filled mornings and craving-filled nights. She would say, "I fed you with the best I could, not just with food, but with love." Every bite I took was a way of saying, "You matter. I'm ready for you." Because in the end, it wasn't just about vitamins or rules. It was about connection, about honoring the miracle of life through the humble, daily ritual of nourishment. And it began with a simple truth. Balanced diet for pregnant women. Prioritize a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and pasteurized dairy products. Avoid raw or undercooked foods. These weren't just guidelines, they were a path, a promise.